Hi, my name is Sage, and you're watching my Dungeons and Dragons videos. Okay, so in this video, this is going to be the second part of um, the map building of Dungeons and Dragons, and there's going to be a little bit more than map building now. I made some sketches of tents and houses, but before we get to this part, I'm going to show you the sketch of the map that I made, and it's a house. So in this part, all right, so I'm going to zoom in before we continue. Okay, so this is the Dungeons and Dragons map that I drew, and it's the second floor of a house. So as you can see over here, there's stairs. If the house is facing down, most of the time, if you when you go inside the house, the stairs is always going to be on the right side, right away. All right, so this map over here, it could be the second part of the second floor of the house that I drew before. This is not like you can, for this map over here, you can put the rooms wherever. Maybe you can put if you want to put the stairs this way over here, and then move the rooms on a different square. You can do that. So I drew this a lot of times. I drew the map like not a lot, but a few times, and what I was trying to do is there's gonna be one bathroom, and then 3 bedrooms, and then one master bedroom that has its own bathroom. But I don't know how to do that. Basically, if I have a room over here that has its own bathroom, I don't know where to put the bathroom because of let's say like if I make the room smaller and then I put a bathroom between these two, this is gonna be a really bad room, because first of all, there's gonna be stairs right beside it, and then a bathroom on the other side. So basically, whoever's gonna be in here is gonna hear some stair footsteps, and then showering and stuff like that, and it's just bad. So, but for now, instead of doing that, I'm gonna try to make a house that has like 3 bedrooms and then 1 master bedroom at the top. So there's gonna be 4 bedrooms, and then there's gonna be 1 bathroom for the 3 rooms, and then 1 bathroom for 1 room. So there's gonna be 4. So that's a like a big house and stuff. And but for now, this is what I drew, and I just try to make it a lot easier instead of making a house right away when this is the second video. I'm gonna try to make it better as I keep making videos and stuff. But all right, so also on the next part. Okay, so here are some stuff that I wrote that could be part of a quest in Dungeons and Dragons if you're gonna be questing and stuff. This is not a quest, but things that can happen while you're on the quest. All right, so most of the time, all right, so the first one is gonna be the dog starts barking. It could be the dog inside the house, or you know, on the houses around the house. And all right, so and then the second part of what can happen in a quest is that let's say 2 out of the 4 rooms are locked. All right, so let's say that's kind of a little bit of a Resident Evil, but I think locked rooms are really common in quests, so that's another good one. You know, and rooms cannot be the only one that's locked. You know, maybe like a you know, closet, a box, or a chest. You know, where get your loot. Things like that. Most of the time, when things are locked, those parts of the quest needs to be unlocked in order for the questing to continue. You know, let's all right. So another quest that can happen is you get the wrong mail. Something about the mail, but I just wrote over here wrong mail, but it could be anything. Maybe the mail says something about what's gonna happen most likely in the house. Things like that. It's gonna just depend on you and what you want to happen in the quest. All right, so another thing that can, all right, so next part that I wrote down that can happen in questing is that you look at a calendar. You look at a calendar, and then you know, you can you know, you can see what time something is gonna happen or show up, and yeah. All right, so again, in this Dungeons and Dragons, you know, these are just stuff that that I wrote, but you can put more if you want. Another thing that, all right, so next part. So another thing that can that I put down over here is that there's no internet. That's gonna be yeah, that's gonna be a quest. Sometimes in questing, Dungeons and Dragons, or any Dungeons and Dragons, any most stuff, there's gonna be sometimes that when you're playing a game, you know, you can't do some stuff are gonna be there's gonna be some stuff that's not gonna be there. So let's say like you know, there you need a certain kind of boots to walk in a certain terrain and stuff like that. This is gonna be, you know, almost the same thing in questing, is that like there's no internet. You know, could be in Dungeons and Dragons. you know, maybe if you're gonna try to tell someone that's far away something, and then there's no internet or there's no signal on your phone, you probably can't get in contact with that. All right, so the next part is gonna be another thing that can that's you know, that can happen in this map is there's some things that, like, there's no TV. There's only one TV, one cell phone, or you know, there's no car, but there's a bike. So basically, if there's a bike, there's only most likely there's going to be only one person riding that bike instead of you know, you can't take a group of 4 with you with a car or something. And yeah. So yeah, even if there's only like 6 things that can happen in this map, I think a lot can happen with this 6 quest things that I wrote down. Yeah. All right, so let's do the next part. Okay, so in this next part of the video, it's gonna be tents. So I think shelter is, you know, not just Dungeons and Dragons. It could be almost there's going to be a lot of games out there that needs shelter and stuff. Another thing why I want to make this drawings over here is that I saw the game Outward, and yeah, so Outward, and then there's just right now there's a lot of open world games out there, and you know, it's just nice to have like a good shelter that it's gonna be on you, and then you know, you can yeah, like live in it. Anyways, let's start. Okay, so over here, I made a tent. So this is going to be a sketch of a tent. It's a large tent. Yeah, there's almost like 2 square rooms inside. All right, so I'm just gonna draw a little bit more so you can see better on the tent of the tent. So all right, so so this tent over here is going to be big. Again, I said this in my previous videos and then in my stream too. If a game is too real, then it's not fun. And what I meant by that is that since this is a big tent, you can fit this tent in your inventory, even if it's big. So yeah, it's not gonna be you know, if a game is too real, then basically, you know, this tent over here is probably, you know, it should be like um, at the back of a pickup truck, you know? There's no way that, you know, you're gonna carry this in your backpack. It's too big, you know? But, you know, to make something more fun, you know, we're gonna, we're gonna make this tent over here fit in your inventory. You know, you can put it in your pocket and stuff like that. So this is gonna be the shape of the tent. I like this one. I recently made houses similar to this in Valheim. I like how it looks. I made houses like I made a house that almost similarly look like this. It has a roof on top of the entrance, and that's all. I think having this makes houses look nice. But you know, if you don't like it, that's fine. You can just take it out and just make it a rectangle and stuff like that. It's just gonna depend on how you want your tent. So I'm just gonna, you know, yeah. So this is the tent, and then I made some sketches over here. So this one over here is gonna be, all right, I'm just gonna put more pencil on this one over here so you can see better. So this is your basic triangle tent, a rectangular triangle. And for this one over here, I'm not sure if you can see, but I think you can see just all right with that. For that tent over there, it's just better. I think it's just better to make a tent a little bit bigger, so you can put more stuff in it, and then yeah, there's just more stuff in it. But you can always have a smaller tent in your inventory. Because there's gonna be I think in games sometimes not every building or structure can fit in certain areas and stuff like that. So I played the game recently. It's mountain climbing and stuff. And I thought about, like, if you're in the middle of the mountain stuff, I don't really think you can, you know, put the big rectangle. You know, you can't, you know, build a big rectangle in the middle of the high mountain and stuff like that. So having a smaller tent is basically you know, it's you know, it's not a must-have, but it's always nice to have it probably as your secondary tent and stuff like that. All right. So for the second part over here, not every tent are meant to sleep in. So basically, I made a this one over here. It's kind of like a food stand. You know, if you're doing a Japanese festival, and stuff like that. So this is where probably like some takoyaki stand and stuff. So yeah. Okay, so all right, so I made for this one over here in the middle. All right, so this is going to be the similar to this one, the triangle, but instead of having the entrance at the side, at the front or at the front, we're gonna have it on the side. And I think it's just better to have this one instead of this one. And yeah, but if the tent is big, then I would go for this one. All right, so. All right, so I made some sketches. So basically this tent over here is the same as this one. It's just that this one is it's on a 3D sketching. So for Dungeons and Dragons map, I think it's just a lot, you know, I thought about making some 3D sketches and stuff, but for Dungeons and Dragons, it's just a lot easier to have it in the flat. Yeah, but if you're gonna play Dungeons and Dragons, some kind of video games that's similar to that, then 3D is the way to go. It's just that I'm not gonna draw 3D. All right, so to the next part. Okay, so this one over here is gonna be the 3D part of the tents. So there's gonna be three, I think it's three. Yeah, a few varieties of tents that I drew. All right. Okay, so this is gonna be the sketches that I drew. Let's start on the top left first, and then we're gonna go from right and then to the next. All right, so for this one, it's a rectangle with the entrance in the middle. It's the same as the tent that I shown in the first tent that I shown before. All right, and so basically, this one is not going to be a triangle tent where, you know, a triangle from the entire, it's going to be a triangle stuff. So this is going to be like a rectangle and then a triangle roof. Right, so this is what it looks like in different angles, and then for this one over here, this is what the tent is gonna look like from the side. All right, so maybe these tents that I drew and the houses that I drew, maybe it's, you know, I think it's not, I think we should not, you know, make one of these right away in real life, just because maybe it's not gonna be that good, and stuff like that. Maybe because I think the reason why tents are a triangle, it's because it's more wind resistant. If you're camping somewhere and then there's a there's a wind and stuff, then basically your tent's gonna fly with your stuff in it and stuff, and we don't want that to happen. But if you're gonna play in a game and then have this as your tent in the game, then yeah. All right, so let's continue. All right, so for this one over here, this is gonna be the overhead look of the tent. So this is the pyramid tent over here. So basically what I did is that like this part over here, the tents are facing down, overhead facing down of a tent, and then this one is facing downward left. All right, so there's gonna be a pyramid over here, and yeah, it's just it's basic, your basic pyramid tent. And then for this one over here, I think the basic pyramid tent is the it's just, you know, it's, you can take it anywhere and stuff like that. In real life, most of the tents, I'm pretty sure this is the only one that you can bring with you, and you can just like have it on top of your backpack. But for the rest of the tents, yeah, you're gonna need a car to bring with you and stuff. And I don't really think yeah. I mean, you can bring the big tents with you, but it's gonna be, you know, if you have more than one person with you, you know, one person is gonna carry the entire tent, and then the rest is gonna get the food and stuff like that. But yeah, this is D&D. You can just you know, put it in your pocket and stuff like that, and yeah. All right, so the next one is going to be a cube with the triangle roof. So this is what it looks like at the top, and then the 3D, and then when it's facing you. Okay. So there's going to be a different entrance for the tents. So there's going to be the half circle one, and then this is the one that's over here where you unzip the tent, and then you just you know, pull down the, you know, the tent, and then yeah. And then this one over here, it's gonna be, you just so you just pull up the entrance like that, and you go inside. And then this one over here is gonna be your basic. You just zip it up, and then there's gonna be a triangle, and then you just go in there. So when I was drawing these, this tent, I drew this tent over here. I think on the beginning, the tent that I drew in the beginning, it's nice to have an entrance in the middle. It's, you know, it's just like sometimes when you're building something, especially in Valheim, I think there's a lot of games out there that when you're building something, you always, a most common thing is that entrance is going to be in the middle, not on the side, and just to make everything even out. So basically, if you have something in the middle, what's going to happen is the left side and the right side is going to be even out and stuff like that. And it's really, you know, I like doing those. Just because building stuff, building stuff and making houses in Valheim and Sims like that, if everything is even, then it's just, well, it doesn't mean it's gonna, I think it's better. It's just more even if the entrance is in the middle and stuff like that. And but I think sometimes for houses, having the entrance on on the side, it's just better. Just because of we're really not gonna put the garage in the middle of the house. That's if a tent is it's more than just a tent. Let's say like if you're making a house and you're making putting an entrance somewhere, let's say like the garage. Yeah, I'm not sure, maybe you can put the garage in the middle of the house, but most of the time, I mean, I've seen everywhere, and just like we just never put the garage in the middle of the house. We put it in the side. So same thing goes in the tents over here. I think this one, for a big tent, I think having the entrance on the side gives you more room, and it's just, maybe it looks better. It's either the entrance gonna be over here and then you just take this part out, or you're just gonna have it on the side somewhere. But yeah. Okay, so before we end the video, there's some stuff in this video that that's from somewhere, some other videos too. So credits to those videos. Because of those videos, the videos that I'm making is a little bit better. Okay, so I'll see you later. All right, bye.